Hey, Walrus, what's good? Yo, how are we doing? You guys gotta bear with me. I have been trying to set some stuff up, or reset some stuff up. So I will be one moment.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're blaming the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Who told? I haven't told anybody anything. So don't believe everything. Believe half of what you hear and even less of what you see.
You're watching List Wits. If you're blaming the right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
Average! The man that made me feel 20 years younger. I promise you, Yoda, I will get into all of that.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, it is Wednesday night. We are back, we are live, we are coming to you rejuvenated, better than ever, and all them other good words I can't think of at the moment. But I hope everybody is doing well, and I know what most everybody's here for. They want all the juicy gossip. Not gonna happen. No, seriously. To those of you that haven't seen it, please go watch the video. Plain and simple. And if you haven't seen it, which world are you living in? That's my only question for you. It was an absolutely amazing time last week. We got a few stories that we are going to tell you guys about what happened, at least on my end. I'm not going to tell any stories about anybody else unless it involved me. Because there is one that I know Nerdy really wants me to tell, and there's only one he really wants me to tell that I'm gonna have fun, a little bit of fun with, because it came at my expense, sort of. All right, bear with me one moment, folks, as I turn this down. But to tell the story, we got to do it a little differently. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Normally, I just get to spend all the money I save for it. I really wanted you there, Fallen. I wanted you there as much as I wanted Average and Vinny there. But things happen. I know how that turns out. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that explanation in a very short moment, Yoda. That one I gotta save for just a tiny bit, and you'll understand why here in a second. But tonight we're doing things a little bit out of order. In fact, we're going to be doing a little storytelling the way I never thought I would ever do a storytell. Ever. So tonight, like I said, is going to be a lot different. Tonight, we're not actually going to start with the 4-letter word. Tonight, we're not going to start with a game. Tonight, we're going to start with a story time list. Or I should say, 2 story time lists. As it will make a little more sense here for you guys very shortly. And this was about the only way I knew what I could tell from my side and knowing where I was. Hey, Lethal, what's good? So tonight, we're going to tell you a little. I don't have a story time banner, Average. I wish I did right now. It would just say story time list, like right there. That's what it would do. This is a story time list. And to tell this list, I had to come up with 2 lists. Nope, Fallen, we are not. It'll make sense in a minute. And we're going to tell this story through 2 lists. List number 1 are the 10 of the great things that I had to pick about Nerdfest. List number 2, that's why we got to get rid of the timer, are 10 of the worst things about Nerdfest. So we're going to be bouncing back and forth a little bit. And we're going to do a little storytelling and a little having fun with this. Friends is definitely one of the best things, Walrus, but this is not a list you guys can actually win tonight. This is a list you guys cannot win. I have it in front of me because I have to tell the story. Now, for those of you that don't know, this has been in the works for ages. We had timetables, everything pretty much set up. I want to say since we started working on this, I want to say in March, I think. And let's just say it started off hilarious on my part. Or at least I thought it started off hilariously. For those of you that don't do it, and I highly recommend it. If you're going anywhere cross country and you are like me and you tower over everybody else apparently, yes, your mustache would definitely be actually, I would say Moneymaker's mustache ride would be in there more than anything. If you are like me and you are going to go traveling and you don't want to drive X number of hours, I'm going to say it right now, take the train. I'm going to say it right here and now. You don't have to deal with traffic. You don't have to deal with horrible things. But one of the first things I have to say, my list keeps vanishing on the bad side. So I will tell you right now, we're going to tell you guys that I had sent everybody a message, and I basically said that I was coming in a day early. I told everybody I'm going in one day early because I wanted to get away from the office. They get the message and I get a response saying, "What are you doing there one day early? We're not due until tomorrow." And it was because I didn't want to deal with them Texas drivers. If there has one thing I have learned is in Texas, they got no clue how to drive. So if you are from Texas, I'm going to apologize beforehand and not apologize at the same time. Learn the rules of the road. Plain and simple. Learn the rules of the road. It was a nightmare, and that's just on what I saw. From what I heard, it was even worse in certain spots and locations. Hey, Twisted, what's good? For those of you that didn't catch Moneymaker Tuesday, he did a little explanation that pretty much emphasized the Texas driver thing. It is every man for himself. Yes, Twisted, I'm even making fun of you, my friend. But yeah, if you guys saw Nerdy's stream yesterday, not Nerdy's, Money's stream yesterday, he pretty much summed up the issue with Texas drivers. Plain and simple. Now, how you doing, Furry? What's good, my dear? Now, it's not... I don't want to nail the whole state. I'm going to say that right now. We're not going to nail the whole state. The 8 of us have decided that from now on, the city of Dallas is no longer a valid word. Plain and simple. I don't know... Yeah, well, it's not only that. And I'm going to relate a story that I think Nerdy said I could tell, and if not, Nerdy can shoot me later. I don't know if you guys know the jackrabbits, which are basically the concrete barrier layers. Nerdy, Braz, S-Fox, and Heroes were all in the truck. And basically, Nerdy said he feared for his life at one point because he had this much space on the road in don't to us. Again, we no longer use this word. This word will be forever banned on this show and many others. When we were doing our drives in and out of Austin, it was a disaster. When we were doing our drives in and out of San Antonio, it was a disaster. It was basically... But Dallas is the worst. They told me they had gotten into Dallas on a pretty quick trip, and then from Dallas on, it was putt-putt. It was like you were driving in go-karts. Yes, she was, Show, and I actually got to see the film. She was on the Wendy Williams show, and like I said, Wendy was totally jealous of Mrs. Liquid Lola. I mean, totally. And rightfully so. All right, these all get saved. I had to make sure. So yeah, my word of advice to anybody that happens to travel through that part of this country, if you ever remember the Simpsons Springfield episode where they just put a big hole on the map, that's where this place was. That's where this place was. We don't even see it on the map anymore. Now, so basically, well, thank you, Harley, Mr. J. And by the way, the Scarecrow was absolutely fantastic today. I loved it. And the dead bird. I don't care what anybody says, the bird was dead. Sorry, Harley, we're having bird for dinner. But yeah, I get in one day early on the train, and I get all these messages. I tell them I'm about 90 minutes outside of Austin. So I get the message from, it's like, what are you doing in there today? We're not due until tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, I don't expect it. I'm not expecting the guys to get in till tomorrow, the next evening. So I'm doing a walking tour of Austin because I had to get kicked out. The hotel room closes at 11, or is checkout is 11. So I got 2 bags with me, and I'm literally doing a walking tour around Austin. And one of the coolest things that ever could have happened. As I'm walking down, I'm getting ready to end my walking tour, and right as I'm getting to really the last part of it, because I'm finally getting worn out, I guess it's about 2 o'clock, I get 3 Jamaican cab drivers that are sitting there. And they're like, hey, dude, you want to take a cab? And I'm like, no, I'm about done. I'm doing a walking tour. And believe it or not, the cab drivers themselves told me that I did the right thing. They literally said, if you are in Austin and you are not burdened down with stuff, don't take a cab, don't take an Uber, don't take public transit. You walk everything. And he said, because they basically said, they told me, you're going to find these little hidden spots that nobody will think about finding. And one of which was very important later, even though we forgot to go back to it. So basically about 2 o'clock, I get done, my feet are exhausted, I head back over to the train station, I send them a message and says, whenever you guys get in, just let me know, yada, yada, yada. And they're like, well, we're about 3 hours out. And I'm like, cool, I get 3 hours to rest my feet, make up for everything. 3 hours go by, and nobody's there. No messages, no nothing. I'm like, all right, they hit a snag. Come to find out, they were no more than about 25 minutes from where I was, and it took another hour and a half to get from where they were to me. And the funny thing is, if I'd come in on the second train, I would have gotten to the train station about the same time they would have arrived at the train station to pick me up. So it was like almost perfect fate. It was almost perfect fate in that regards. But the best part was, for those of you that don't know, last weekend was also Austin City Lollapalooza. And that was why the traffic was horrendous. But we got to meet everybody. We get over to the place. Everybody just chills out and relaxes for the first night. And I had to put number 5 on the worst list, although I kind of disagreed with Average. Average comes in and he is like, this is horrible. This is horrible. And I'm thinking like, what? Well, actually we go pick him up at the airport, and as he gets in the car, he says this is horrible. And he basically says that in Texas, the humidity is horrendous. No, actually, I didn't go to Lollapalooza LFL simply because my weekend was already lined up for the most part. It was basically one night I was going to let them relax. Next night we had stuff planned. Next night, and so on and so forth. I'll get to that part in a little bit, show. So Average, we got to do something about about you and your humidity feelings. Plain and simple. Because I got to completely disagree with you on that one. All right, so with that, let me see what I want to pick next to keep the story going. So we all crash in the house, and what do you mean it is? It is not that bad. Austin was not that bad. So yeah, it was kind of funny. All right, so we get there. Now, my days are kind of a little screwed up here, so bear with me 1 minute as I'm checking something. Because I have one I have to save till the end. So yeah, we're starting with all the bad stuff first, apparently. So then we talk with Nerdy, we talk with Bras, we talk with everybody else. And basically, Nerdy pointed out what he officially says is the worst thing about Texas. It's not the humidity, it's not the drivers, it's a little bit having to do with Dallas, it has a lot to do with Austin. Is basically, and I took one off, damn it, toll roads and exit numbers. Toll roads and exit numbers. Plain and simple. To anybody that lives in Texas, I almost said that word. This is the reason that every one of us now says F Texas. You'll have a zillion toll roads in one city. What the hell? What the hell? You get on the interstate, you hit a toll road. You get off the interstate, get back on the interstate, another toll road. You get going into another spot, another toll road. It's like, what? I know Texas ain't that broke. I know they ain't that broke. And then it's no exit numbers. It's like we're looking at one GPS system and it says take exit 225 or 226. We're going down the road. There ain't no 225. There ain't no 226. It was horrendous. So basically, Nerdy's got the phone in his lap, and he's looking at that, and looking at the road, looking at that, looking at the road. And I'll add a little something to that in a minute, Twisted. And basically, the Texas roads are so roundabout crazy that our Big Blue, that's what we called her, the GPS was pretty much worthless for 85% of the time we were there. It was, if you weren't using your cell phone GPS, you were getting lost. I don't care how you guys get around in that city. Amazes me. How you guys get around in that city in cars astonishes me. I'm going to jump ahead to when I was leaving. We get up the next morning, or that last morning, and we're heading to the train station to drop me off. And you're going down the road, and all of a sudden, there's a split. No warning, no nothing. It's just, as soon as you come around that corner, if you kept going straight in your lane, you were hitting the barricade. It's like you had about 2 seconds to decide you're getting off on Chavez or you're getting off on 5th Street. That's it. You had 2 seconds. Split decision. Austin, I'm just going to say this plain and simple so I can get the road ones out of the way. Fix your frickin' road system. That's my word for the day. Frickin' road system. Again, no exit signs. GPSs were worthless. It was a spaghetti map when you're looking at the GPS. It was horrendous. It was horrendous. All right, so let's see. I want to save number 1. I got to save number 6. Got to save number 7. I got to save number 9. So now we're going to get to a few of the good things. And ladies and gentlemen, again, if you have not seen it, you need to check out. I put it on my site, on my YouTube page. I have a copy on my Twitch page. It's on Nerdy's page. I don't know if Average, Dr. Jekyll, Heroes, or Vinny, or Moneymaker have uploaded it to theirs, but there are 1,000 copies of this thing going around. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank the guys I was with. I want to thank you guys that were watching for helping us put together what I call the stream of all streams. Money! How are we doing, my friend? Basically, we took 5 separate streamers. Yeah. I know how to spell it. My computer spell checker just missed it. We took 5 separate stream shows. Let me make sure I got that right. The Nerdy Effect, Listy, Dr. Jekyll, Moneymaker, Bat Stash. We took 5 separate streamers and we put them together for you guys in one 3-hour show, counting the bonus part. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't care who you are, I don't think it can be topped. I honestly don't. No offense to who was I? Oh, I was in on Joker's stream this morning, and they're joking that they wanted to do an all Canadian stream. Hey Joker, I'm daring you. I'm daring you to top it. I really, really am. But guys, what we wanted to do was prove that we streamers care for one another. We care about what each other does. We want everybody to have fun. I don't want you guys. And the worst part is, I saw today a bunch of people that were doing their Gripe Fest again. I'm not going to name names. I don't care. And it's like, guys, 4 days ago, you guys saw what we put together as streamers. That's what we would love to see you guys do. Nope, we did not all sleep in one bed, see chicken. Average, can I tell the story about the blanket thief? I'm going to ask Average since I know he's in here. But yeah, you did see me dancing. As bad as I do it. Always something to complain about, never grateful. I know. Like I said, it was 4 days and 4 days ago, and then I see a bunch of complainers today, and I'm like, okay, I gotta do a little bit of that. All right, here is the Average blanket story. We get to the house. Everybody claims their bed. Vinny and Average claim one big bed for themselves, which is just fine. Nobody cares. The problem was I had left my suitcase in their room. So I guess it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, the next morning, and I had realized I need to pull something out of my suitcase. So I go quietly in there, and the moment I did, I see Average curled up on the bed, shaking like a leaf. And I look over, and Vinny's got every damn blanket off the bed. Every one of them. And unfortunately, I had forgotten to take the camera out of the suitcase, which is what I was actually going back for at that point. And it was like I so needed the camera at that moment, just for that one shot. It was absolutely priceless. It was, he was a savage. He is not just in the blankets. He's like wrapped up in them. It's like, you're not getting these back, Average. There's no way in hell. But yeah, that was my first laugh out loud moment, and I literally had to run outside to keep from cracking up for that. Let's see, what else? So first night we're there, there's one other guy I know that sleeps about as screwball hours as I do, and that's Heroes. So we had gone down the road. We left the house. We had to go run over to the store. And we come back, and we're like, they said that Heroes was going to end up having to carry the old man. Because I will admit right off, I am the oldest man that was there. Yes, he does actually sleep on occasion. So we get back, and it's like, yeah, who's carrying who now, boys? It's like this near 50-year-old guy makes it a mile and a half, and we heard a noise. We didn't even think about it. So I think it was Average, Dr. Jekyll, and Vinny had gone out a little later to run down to the 7-Eleven for something, and they came back with one heck of a story. They basically came back with the story about Bryce the deer. And what happened was Heroes and I had heard them. We didn't see them. Apparently, the rest of them had gone out afterwards, and what's the word I want to use for it, Dr. Jekyll? Ride, kiss, love, sweet nothings. I'm trying to figure out what the best word is to give you and Bryce. But yeah, they came back and they're like, we just found Bryce. And it's like, it got in. I'm not going to go into all of it because I got so much more to talk about. And it was totally besties. There we go. Bryce and Dr. Jekyll are now besties. All right. So that was basically first night. Yada yada yada. We finally crash out. I think they played poker while Heroes and I stepped out. And then we get to the night of the stream. Now, I'm going to say this right now. And Dr. Jekyll, Heroes, everybody else can argue, debate otherwise. I will admit right now, I was the weak link of the stream, and I realized why after I went back and re-watched it. As you guys can see, I'm sitting pretty damn close to the camera. I always have, always will. So when I'm sitting there doing my part of the stream, I have to stand the entire time, and I am probably as farther back than from the camera beyond the poster. And so basically everybody else pretty much carried my weight. So Bra, if you are listening, thank you. You saved my bacon on air at least twice that I know of. Or at least twice that I counted. There is so much to say about what everybody did that I can't cover everybody, so I'm going to let everybody talk about their own. Again, guys, if you want, you can catch Moneymaker's archive from yesterday. I'm about to get into that fatality. I assume Dr. Jekyll will talk about a little bit of it tomorrow. And I know Average will talk a lot about his part the next night. Now, to answer the question that everybody was asking, I am officially now to be known as the Hobbit King and my 7 dwarves. The reason is, as you guys know, I'm standing there and I have to stand to get myself entirely on camera because this 6'4" frame pretty much towers over everybody. No, I'm not the tallest out there, but of the nerd circle right now, I think I qualify. Hey, Bat, welcome to the stream, my friend. But yes, I am 6'4". I don't think any of my 7 dwarves reached over 6 foot. I think the closest was Vinny. And Vinny is like, I'm gonna guess Vinny is right at 6 foot. Vinny and Moneymaker, I think, are right at 6 foot. So every time we're on the stream together, I actually thought about doing that at one point, Twisted, on Friday. I honestly thought about doing that or getting all of them to start doing the hi ho song. But I didn't know if they would have fit into that one. Because I honestly thought Moneymaker was a lot closer than I am. Bat, I appreciate it. That was a gift from Fallen. He actually sent that to me some time ago after I had sent him some of his prizes. So it was like every time we're getting on camera, I'm trying to get behind the guys because I know you guys are going to be able to see me a little bit. But it was like, okay, where do I get so that they show up and I don't? It was tough. It was tough. If that is the real Cali girl, and like I said, I am not looking at my YouTube chat at the moment. Callie, I have your package sitting somewhere. I have your package sitting somewhere. I didn't think it was Twisted. I didn't think it was because, like I said, I'm not looking at the archives or the Twitch line, the YouTube chats. So, Callie, your package is sealed. So if you catch this or you show up, just to let you know. Or no, it's not sealed yet. It's sitting over there to my right. But now we get to the dancing. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this white boy can dance. That's all I'm going to say. He basically, Nerdy pushing me, he says, you got to get it out there on stream. So it was like the only thing I could think to do, because we had the fake cloner up, was just basically to walk out with the Egyptian walk. That was the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. And it was basically, I walk one side of the room and then walk back. And that was all I had planned. Other than making fun or throwing the prank number at Moneymaker at one point. The man that made the stream work altogether is our grip boy, S. Fox, and Dr. Upperdecker. I don't think those two pulled off the stunts they pulled throughout the show. It is... Yeah, well, like I said, this white boy can't dance at all. Well, I wanted to get out there for the mustache rides, and you guys started, and I'm like, damn it, I didn't make it in time. That's what I wanted in on. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sneeze coming. Okay. Got it. Yeah, old school. That was me. I was the old school man. But yeah, I so totally want to get out there for the mustache rides, and pardon me, folks. And I couldn't get past somebody. I couldn't get past somebody to get to it. But go back when you go back and watch it, and you watch bits and pieces, make sure you look for all the little things. For instance, at one point, Moneymaker and Ozzy are begging or saying, "Where's?" They're needing their beers. So you see a couple of hands just kind of like trying to reach out from behind the cloner, trying to hand them to him. And I don't know how many times I hit Ozzy in the leg with that damn beer. I honestly don't. I'm sitting there and I'm like popping him in the leg with the can. It's like, take the damn thing, take the damn thing. And he finally looks down to see it. And it was like, okay. And then you got PlayStation Brock kind of peeking his nose over the cloner, and so on and so forth. It was a grand total blast. And again, guys, to me, the ending of the show pretty much brought it all together, where we're all on the stream and having fun, giving you guys huge nerd circles and fist bumps and crazy dances and fish stick Moneymaker fights. Oh, Vinny, by the way, I gotta make fun of you for 1 minute. Just for a minute. You do know that when you ate the dog food, you were supposed to go down. You were supposed to go down. Because I talked with Jekyll afterwards, and it's like, yep, we're gonna have to feed him more canned dog food and Bean Boozles. Plain and simple. Bat, I appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. I want to finish up a few things on the stories. that I'm allowed to tell, and then we'll get into the game stuffs. He ate one of the Bean Boozled fatality, and he even said that it tasted like canned dog food. And if you got a bad Bean Boozled, you were supposed to basically go dead. If you guys saw how Heroes how Heroes didn't break something, I don't know. Whether it was his nose, his glasses, his face, whatever it was. But Heroes takes that jelly bean and he literally goes face first into the floor. It was absolutely hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. All right, so that gets us through the stream. And like I said, I'm going to let everybody else talk about their parts on their various streams for the next couple of days when they show up. Now it's time to get into Nerdfest. And officially, it is not quite Bourbon Street, but I have got to give 6th Street some major serious props. We got in on 6th Street a little earlier than I thought we were going to get in there. We get in there about 6 o'clock. And I figured with Lollapalooza going on, because again, I'm pretty much the only one that kind of knew it was going on. I'm like, we got to get there a little bit early. 6th Street has one problem, in my opinion. And this is why it will not ever match Bourbon Street. On 6th Street, once you get alcohol in one of the dozens and dozens and dozens of bars, a lot of which were a lot of fun, a lot of which weren't so much fun, you cannot take your plastic cups out on the street. That's like, Austin, that you gotta fix. That you gotta fix. I get it, you want to keep the streets clean, you want to keep everybody behaved, but when you have that many people, you need to like loosen up the rules just a little bit. I mean, not a lot. Let them take it out of the streets in plastic cups or whatever. No glass, no cans. I get that. I understand that. That honestly is one of the only issues I had with 6th Street. For instance, the first bar we hit was Recess Bar, which was basically a small bar with an arcade. And exactly average. The street was closed. It's like, let us take plastic cups out on the street. You'll clear up the bars, you'll give room, and more people can fit in. It's the Johnny Manziel rule. I believe it. I believe it. I will be honest with you. I think, for the most part, that was my only gripe with 6th Street in itself. One of my fun things about 6th Street, and this was one, I had heard about these, but thanks to Average and Vinny, like I said, I'm taking a ton of chances normally I would not have taken. Again, most of the guys that are streaming are 35 or less. This is a 47-year-old man out with these party animals. And I'm not going to say the line I was going to say. And I had never done a vapor shot before. Never had done it. And I have to say, that was freaking amazing. We found one bar. It was basically a 49ers themed bar. And because our two California boys who celebrate whatever happened a minute and a half ago found a 49er bar, we had to go. And he goes, vapor shots. And I'm like, I've heard about these. I've never done them. But I'm like, I'm going to do it. And dude, I'm going to tell you guys right now, one of those is enough. You're going to get yourself totally screwed. You do more than one or two of those vapor shots. Plain and simple. Now, so after we do the vapor shots, oh, you feel it. And the one good thing about it is, this is where I think vapor shots are great, is because none of it goes to the liver, it all goes up here. Which made it a lot more fun. So after we do that one, Listy gets to choose the next bar. Basically, Listy chose 3 of the first 4, I think. And it was a hit or miss. Recesses was okay, not great. Although I lost the Jenga game. The vapor shots, I didn't choose, they did. But one of the next ones was one that I had chosen. And if you got, and I don't remember, and this is one that was on my Instagram account, I believe. It was the Flaming Dr. Peppers. Now, Nerdy kind of taught me a trick. When you go in, you ask the waitress. Well, see, officially, you and Heroes won because I lost. You and Heroes won because I lost. I blew it. And basically told me a trick. He's basically, you go in, you find a bartender, or I'm going to say bartender at the moment, but there's a catch to that. And you basically ask them what's their drink of choice. How you doing, Angela? How are we doing, my dear? So we go in, and this waitress is gorgeous. This waitress, to me, is freaking gorgeous. I have to say that. This is all on me. And I asked her what her choice is, what her drink is, and she says she's got 2 of them. And she says one is the Flamin' Dr. Pepper, and the second one was just a drink. And I'm like, okay, we're taking option A, because she basically said it's a show. And I'm like, I don't care what Nerdy says on this one, I'm taking option A. So she takes us all down to the end of the bar, pours the beer in the glasses, pours the alcohol in the little shot glasses, lights the bar up. Whew. And I think it was Heroes that we almost couldn't get to move out of the way of the flame. And the 8 Flaming Dr. Peppers was absolutely my first highlight pick of the night. Now, I picked a couple of really bad ones after that, I will admit it. Including, but not limited to, Tables and Candles. Tables and Candles was a totally horrific appearance. Totally. It was... I walk in, Average walks in with me because Average has got to go make the man stop. And I come back to the window, and I'm about to give Nerdy the thumbs down on this place. And Nerdy's looking at me, he's like, no, no. And I'm like, I know. And I'm shaking my head like I know, and he's thinking I'm saying yes. And Average and I step out, and we're like, that place was horrendous. It really was. Now, the funny thing was, I don't even think it was the worst one. Well, I will actually say, I think we were all in agreement. It wasn't the worst bar there. Ladies and gentlemen, now the good news is this is not on 6th Street. It is not on 6th Street, so we cannot fault 6th Street for this. The world's worst bar to go to in Austin, if you want to go for a party scene, is Valhalla Bar. Valhalla Bar has to be the world's most boring bar in Austin. I basically tell everybody, all right, I'm going to run in, I'm going to check the building out, and I'm going to come back. I'm like, I don't want them following me. I don't want them following. I'm with Dr. Jekyll on this. It was basically, if Average and I had gotten into a debate about this, we would have been arguing about how bad humidity was for ages. I even tell them, I'm going to run over, just wait for me. That was my words for them. I'm going to go in the bar, wait for me. I run over across the street. I can't run it because the cops are right there, obviously. I go in, and there's nothing. So I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried at this point. So, as soon, and I see another half to the bar. So, you actually have to walk around to get to it. I start walking the hallway. I turn around. What do I see? I see everybody following. And it's like, this is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. So I walk around the other half of the bar, nothing there. I walk up the steps, and they got like a little mini game room. I know you don't listen. This was one of those where I kind of got blamed, and I'm like I was trying to defend myself. I go upstairs just to look, and Nerdy follows me up there, and he goes to ask the guy in the window, is this a VIP room? And it's like, no, it's just a food window. And I'm like, this is not a good time. This is not a good... I've already got a bad feeling about this one. By the time I turn around, Dr. Jekyll's already loaded some coins into the air hockey machine. And I'm like... No, believe it or not, it was not a dive bar, crappin'. It was basically... It's got 4 and 5-star reviews on Google, because I actually looked on the way back. It's a laid-back lounge, so to speak. Lounge / bar / pool hall. So Nerdy and I are doing the air hockey, and I'm thinking after this is done, we're leaving. That's what I'm thinking. This is how bad it is. And the damn machine just basically was broken. It basically was letting me score, and not count. And I'm like, frick, this game's never going to end. I was almost tempted just to put it down and walk away. And we get back down the stairs. I honestly think it's the owner, the brother, and his cousin. I honestly believe that. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take Nerdy's advice. I'm gonna take one chance on this bar. I go up to the bartender and I basically do what Nerdy's always suggested. What is your specialty drink? If you got a great specialty drink, maybe that'll make up for it. I don't have one. I'm a beer man. It was like, what the hell? And he goes, well, what do you drink? And I'm like, all right, I want something with rum in it. He gives me a frickin' rum and cranberry juice. That's his specialty drink, rum and cranberry juice. You guys don't know how fast I drank that, because right after that, I drank that, I'm out the door. I mean, I swear. It was like right after that drink, I don't care what anybody says, anybody does, I'm not staying in that bar one more minute. And somehow we got all tied up at that bar for much longer than we needed to be. We really did. The only good thing that came out of that bar was was showing off the drag queen poster that was coming up in November. And I'm like, well, we said Nerdfest a month too early because we would have had a blast with that one. So basically, if you go to Austin, this bar and this bar, you stay away from them. You stay away from them. All right, so we head back down to, let me see if I've got anything left. Oh, see, I left off one. I left off one I was going to do. And we hit Shakespeare. Shakespeare's bar was actually pretty decent. What was the name of the other one? We hit Terminal 6, which was decent or pretty good. No, actually, I'll take that back. Terminal 6 was probably the highlight of the night. Terminal 6 was probably the highlight of the night. And the Bat Bar. The Bat Bar was mine. The Bat Bar was definitely it. Bat Bar and Shakespeare. Those two, I would have had a blast in because we were getting $2 shots in plastic cups. And between me, Average, and Vinny, I think we went through 13 $2 shots. And we were still good. And then we get to the last bar that I have to give some major props to. And I think everybody's going to give this bar major props for various reasons. If you go to Austin, for whatever reason, late night, you have to go to the Jackalope. That's all I'm going to say is you have to go to the Jackalope. Well, the funny thing, the best part about that, Angela, is that you can see these guys are starting to slur. They're starting to stumble. The old man is like, something's wrong with this picture. Something's wrong with this picture. Oh, well, see, that is true. Yeah, I actually kept count, Dr. Jekyll. We did 13 of them there. Wait, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. We did 11 because I think we did one without Vinny. And the one across the street, I think we each did 3. So that's 14 of them. All right. Now, since you mentioned it, Angela, we're going to point out one of the bad things about Texas. And we came up with a term for it. The term that we came up, they are called, and you guys will have to pardon the language, they're called rape casinos. This is our terminology for it. Rape casinos are basically, Nerdy wanted to make sure we went to go to a casino, or wanted to try to go to a casino. So he pulls up casinos on his GPS, and he's got one here, 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 here. He's like, they're all over the place. And he drives by one of them just to look first. And it's a house. It's somebody's freaking house. It's basically, if you have, and I did not look up the laws for this, if you have 3 slot machines or a slot machine and a table game, you can officially declare your home a casino by description. So yeah, so we got to joking about playing by house rules. Hey, look, I got a royal flush. I win. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of hearts. Nope. I got Joker, Ace, 10, 9, 2, and a 7. I got more high cards. I win. It was. How the hell? And Twisted, maybe you can answer this. How the hell did these houses get to be known as a casino? It was horrendous. I honestly, no, we were not doing those casinos. As much as we wanted to, we aren't doing it. But we were joking about the rape casino because it's basically the joke that we had shared with us was, while you're playing, so-and-so's grandmother comes down the stairs. And maybe she'll slide on the banisters or something. And that was the only term we could come up with it. It really, really was. But yeah, like I said, no, they're legal in Texas because Dallas has a huge ass one I saw on the train. Because as I'm on the train going from Dallas to Austin, the sign's as big as can be. All right, so that gets us to the next day, or most of the next day, because I think I may have left something out from Saturday. I actually did leave something out from Saturday. I left 2 out from Saturday. From Saturday, we got to include rubies. I got to include rubies. I already know what Texas barbecue was. I know what Texas barbecue is. But I knew that Average and Vinny and Heroes and the others didn't. So I'm like, I'm up for some real Southern barbecue. We get in there, they make Cajun cooking. They make etouffee. I'm like, hell yes, I'm a happy camper now. And the best part was, and I think either I was the first one to notice, and I think Dr. Jekyll was the second one to notice it. No, it was just called Ruby's. That was the name of it, Ruby's. Is apparently this place has had some major names come through. Because if you looked around the walls, you had Dan Rather signing something. There was a Johnny Cash signature. I want to say Willie Nelson signature. And up by the counter, there's actually artwork that was done by David Lee Roth. And I am so irate I did not get that photo. It looks like it's hand-drawn, and he signed it. So Ruby's, definitely a high point, plain and simple. Then the only other one that I can add from Saturday is the store of 4 stores. And this is going to come into a little bit more tonight. It's called Austin Books and Comics. Yeah, I already bitched about Valhalla and the Tables and Candles, Nerdy. I already bitched about those two. Basically, this was 4 shops. One shop was comic books, one was anime, one was games, and then one was the discount shop. It was basically damaged boxes and so on and so forth, and the dollar comics and so on and so forth. And again, if you see my Instagram account as of today, I think I got everything up that is now in or going in the prize pile. I actually picked up a box, not counting a couple of things. One I sent to Jekyll that I'm going to send him. Jekyll, I will send you the description for that paint job for one of those. And the 2 that I sent to, that I had Nerdy had to, I'm asking Nerdy to ship me because I just couldn't carry it. I couldn't fit it in any of my boxes that I had left. Because I think they were going to charge me baggage for my mystery box. And I'm like, no, I can carry this. This is not a problem. So Austin Books and Comics was basically the 4. Refresh it. Swap meeting, it should be good. Plus YouTube and PlayStation have been having problems. YouTube and PlayStation have been having problems. But yeah, it's basically, if I get the choice of 4 shops, I'm hitting the discount one first because, again, I buy for bulk. Yeah, I actually did pick up some Star Wars stuff as well, Killer. Or is that, do we go for iKill or do we go for Cookie? I'm going to say Cookie. Hey, Platin, how are we doing today? Right now we're doing we're actually spending more time describing Nerdfest more than anything, at least from my end. Again, everybody else will have their own stuff to add in on their shows. Alright, so that takes us to the last day together. And the funny thing was, I left off 1, 2, 3, 4. I left off Birthday Boy. Damn it. I left off Birthday Boy. That takes us to the last day, Sunday. And I'm going to say there's only one bad thing that I could think of on Sunday. Because he was annoying as hell, because he was loud as hell. It's those God blessed Jeff Dammit street preachers. That man was annoying. I get what he's trying to do. You don't do it at the Alamo. I don't care. You don't do that at the Alamo. That street preacher... No, that was actually here at LFL. I was already home because I took the train home. But yeah, that street preacher needed to go, and he needed to go fast. But the best part was, I think we drove him off. We drove him off with our Hugapede. And I don't know if that photo is going public or not. But we basically got as close as we dared get to him and basically did a Hugapede. I was the head and everybody else was the body. So it was totally worth it. Alright, so for the last day, we got 2 things left to mention. And I'm glad you're here, Nerdy, because I wanted to tell you about number 9. I found out from number 9, Buc-ee's, that Buc-ee's is actually a tourist attraction. It's actually a tourist attraction. After you guys dropped me off at the train station, another gentleman had come and walked up, and we got to talking about that, and he basically said he's known people to drive down from Wisconsin just to go to Buc-ee's. And are you serious? And he's like, yes. So Buc-ee's was an absolutely fantastic, perfect choice for one of the last days. Now, we did do Planet K, and I am disappointed my practical joke just kind of went, it bailed, it failed badly. You didn't like the beaver nuggets, Dr. J, or could you eat them? I know Heroes couldn't because they might have been in peanut oil or something. I can't remember. But yeah, he told me he's like he's got people that come down from Wisconsin just to go to Buc-ee's. John, it is like the biggest gas station you can imagine. It is like the biggest gas station you can imagine. So then we go to Planet K, and this story I have to tell. This story I have to tell because I got a reaction from Nerdy I swore I never thought I'd ever get. We see the sign for Planet K, so my phone's going dead. So I get on the phone and I call Planet K near where we're staying. And I'm like, all right, dude, I can see on your website that you guys sell anime or comics, pops, something else, hemp and erotica. And that's all I said was I wanted to make sure you guys were selling erotica. And for the next 3 to 4 minutes, Nerdy's watching the road, but his head's turned toward me as best as he can because I'm in the back seat. And his jaw is just like, did I hear Wits say that? And it's like, yep, you heard me say that. And it was hilarious. I don't know why Nerdy couldn't think I couldn't use those words, but apparently he could. But yeah, it was totally worth it for that. And then the prank kind of blew up in my face. The prank blew up. Well, no, we weren't looking for straight erotica. It was one of those what do you call it? It's one of those general fun. Well, that was after the fact. That was the second part because I had to ask if they had the hemp lube because that was the one thing I was trying to think of. I had seen it. And his jaw just kind of dropped. It was priceless, his face. We weren't looking for a straight adult store. We were looking for a fun store. Yes, it's like Mr. Rogers asking for heroin. So basically, Average knows about what this attempted prank was. So as soon as we get to Planet K, I'm like, we're going to Planet K now because now that I've mentioned it, I know it's in their head. I basically borrow Average's phone, and I call him back in from outside, and I'm basically, hey, look, dude, I got 2 rockers from Lollapalooza that are coming into the store. I need you to treat them like VIPs. I mean, treat them like total VIPs. They're going to be big spenders if you treat them right. And give the phone back to Average. I walk back in the store thinking they're going to be fawning all over S. Fox and Nerdy like crazy because those were the 2 I explained. And everybody behind the counter is fucking high as kites. Pardon my French. That's my F word for the day. Every one of them was higher than Mount Everest. And it's like my entire practical joke just went out the window. I had it nailed down perfectly. It's like this is an erotica hemp store and all sorts of stuff. I'm going to have them giving them the whole thing. And they were just so freaking high. It didn't work. Because I'm thinking at least one of them's not. I'm thinking at least one of them's not. The guy who was on the phone, when I talked to him on the phone, didn't sound so high. But when I walked in and I knew which one he was Arthur. Arthur was his name. And I could see it in his face. I'm like, this one bombed. This joke attempt bombed. I was so frustrated. I walked over to Average. I'm like, damn it. What? Why did it happen to me? And it's like, oh, it was worth the shot, though. It was worth the shot. All right, so with that, I think I only have two items left. Yep, we got all the bad ones out of the way. You'll reenact the guy. Oh, man. So, with that, we're going to wrap things up on my description of Nerdfest. And number 5 on the list happened the very last night. It has probably had us laughing the hardest. But number 5 on the list are CMPFs. CMPFs. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, this is one of those, this is sort of an inside joke. If he wants to tell you what it is, you got to ask S Fox. Because I am not going to mention it whatsoever in that regards, other than to say it was priceless, it was hilarious. Yes, I did hashtag it, Angela Law. Nicely done, my dear. I was waiting for somebody to try it. I was honestly waiting for someone to try it. Yes, it does. It does have a hashtag. So again, if you guys want to know what CMPFs are, you got to ask us. No, that one I didn't hashtag because that's an S-Fox only one. And then finally, the one thing that put the whole weekend together, the dumpers. And this is one of those where I will not talk about this on air. In fact, or experience. I will not talk about this one on air. I will just say the dumpers tied the entire weekend together, and it did so perfectly. It absolutely did so perfectly. No, not dumpsters, not dumpster divers. If you want to know, ask Average, myself, Nerdy. Just ask one of us off air. That's all I'm going to say is the dumpers tied it all together. If you want to know, ask one of us off air, and we will. I know I will volunteer to explain it. I'm pretty sure anybody else will. But ladies and gentlemen, those were, and this has been an hour and 13 minutes, and I haven't even gotten to the game yet. This is the 10 of the best and 10 of the worst things about Nerdfest. And like I said, I actually had a list of about 30 positives. It actually had about 30 positives. I knew somebody was going to try. So I had to hashtag it. But yeah, I actually had a list of about 30 positives, and I actually struggled to come up with 10 negatives. I had the guys each give me one, which was like, that gave us 7, and I couldn't come up with the last 3, so I kind of had to, I had to fake the last 3, kind of. That's why Texas kind of got put on there. But ladies and gentlemen, that is List Wits, the 50-year-old man's version, and I use the word 50-year-old man's version, of Nerdfest 2017. And again, I want to thank, there are 2 I want to thank in particular, or 3 I want to thank in particular. Everybody was great. But the 3 I really want to thank, oh, I did forget one story. Damn it. I did forget one story. Heroes, are you still here? Are you still here, heroes? I'm hoping Heroes is still here. Because, ladies and gentlemen, out of all 8 of us, yeah, I know I spelled things wrong, Fatality. I wasn't really paying attention to my typing on this one. Out of all 8 of us that went down to 6th Street, only one of us got banned from any bars. There is the man who was evil enough to get himself banned from one bar. So, heroes, props to you, my friend. You are the one. All right. Like I said, hopefully, Dumpers is an upper decker. Hopefully, I don't know if Average will be streaming on Friday or not. Hopefully, Average will be. Will have his own stories to tell. I don't know when Heroes will be doing his own streaming as well. But they probably have some stories that I have completely missed. I hope there are some stories I completely missed that Dr. Jekyll, Heroes, Fatality, Vinny can tell me. But again, for this weekend, I want to give some major props. Like I said, everybody was fantastic. And everybody's short, my 7 dwarves, to Vinny and Average in particular. Because, honestly, those 2 guys in particular made me feel like a kid. They really did. Again, I'm the old man of the group. Those 2 guys made me feel like I was 25 again, and I was I was back in my fun days. So again, to Vinny and Average in particular, thank you, my mans. But like I said, everybody deserves their props. From everybody that was there to everybody that watched. You guys were great in the fact that you guys just went along with the flow. It's like, oh shit, it's so-and-so. Oh, it's the so-and-so show. It's the Bat Stash show now. All right, let's get in the Bat Stash show. But yeah, it was special. And like I said, if I get the opportunity to do it again, I'm gonna jump on the opportunity. I really had a blast. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into a little something. Oops, I gotta get my file open. And since I did all this talking, no, I am not buying a Corvette. Well, that was the idea, Yoda. That was the idea. We want to leave the stream up for about 2 minutes, and we actually timed it pretty much perfect, because right when Moneymaker came back in, or right when Moneymaker came back in, it dropped from 48 viewers to 47, and then right when money came back in, it's like, oh, don't go nowhere. That was 100% perfect timing on that one. Like I said, the only thing, and I know Nerdy was a little disappointed in that we couldn't squeeze it in, was he did want to do one live game show. But I'm like, dude, if we're on 6th Street, I want you guys to have as much fun on 6th Street before I even get on the camera. Because we actually did have something planned game show wise. But like I said, we couldn't fit it in on day 1. There was just no way it was going to work. And once we got to the Saturday show, it was pretty much, I was willing, I forgoed my Saturday show just for the guys. Like I said, and now I have 7 dwarves to go dig up all my diamonds. All right, so yeah, give me 1 minute as I have to refill my drink thing and I need to catch my breath. Because that's the most I've ever actually done a straight talking bit for like an hour and ever how many minutes? An hour and probably 12 minutes, give or take. Well, the problem with me doing, if I wanted to do the top 10 things that popped up during the show, But I know you had stories you wanted to tell, Dr. J. I know Average had stories you guys wanted to tell. And I didn't want to take that away from you guys. I wanted you guys to have... How many were there in total? All right, well, we started off with the Nerdy Effect. PlayStation Bra was there, so that's 2. That's really 2 in 1. Then there was Bat Stash was number 3. I was number 4. Dr. Jekyll was number 5. And Moneymaker was number 6. And then the group stream was 7. So officially, in a 3-hour show, we did 7 streams. 6.5 if you combine nerdies and bras. And we basically, we had a script, or a skeleton of a script, and it pretty much went just like how we wanted it to do. Like I said, it was fantastic. And like I said, I know they've already said it, but it's like the only person I really felt disappointed in was me, in my part, simply because I wasn't as close to the camera as I am during my show. So it was kind of like, all right, I had to wing it a little bit. It was like when I went back to the couch at one point, and I'm just like, what have you done to me, guys? It was aimed at the character, and it's like I'm screwing something up. I know I'm screwing something up. And again, Bra pretty much came out and saved me at one point. And again, I want to give, and I have to give thanks to S Fox as well, because S Fox helped me out a lot. I mean, he helped me out a lot during that show. Not to mention the hitting the window scared the hell out of me. More than the beers hitting the floor during the Timmy segment. Because I was not expecting him to hit the window as hard as he did during the Moneymaker segment. I literally jumped back looking up, and it's like, he did it! He did it! Yes! It was totally worth it. Alright, so, where's my vape? I just put my vape down somewhere. It was packed. And the funny thing was, I had forgot he had actually had it. So I picked it up, and I'm like this close to putting it on my head. And it's like, oops, wait a minute, nope. Mayor Furburger, dude, it was a great stream. Good to see you back on, even if it was short term or once in a while you get things straightened up. It was hilarious as always, my friend. I absolutely loved what you did tonight. Because for a minute, I thought he was going to do about a 15-minute sweeping stream at the end. Hello, Bubbles.
Hello, Bubbles.
Bubbles is here. Oh, and for those of you that do smoke cigars, Nerdy put me onto this one at Nerdfest. I totally suggest a Psycho cigar. Now I got to find out if I can get them around here. Hopefully I can get them around here. And if I can, I'm going to be a very happy camper. But yeah, Mayor Ferber, it was definitely cool to see you back on tonight. I got the notification on Dr. Jekyll's page. And right after I did that, I looked down and it's like, Mayor Ferberger streaming. I had to see it before I got on tonight. Alright, where the heck?
So what's with the beaver sticker?
That's from Bucky's. That was your t-shirt.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know you got the sticker too.
Yeah, I'm putting stickers on my screen.
Oh.
But they have to either be from something I go do or from one of the guys if they happen to send them.
Or from me.
Or, well, depending on what you get me.
Like Enigma?
Yeah, kind of like the Enigma one. Because the Enigma one worked.
Yeah.
You'll be back in six. You're going to make me 6-month withdrawal again. Damn it. Alright, I can wait that long, kind of. I promise not to cheat on you.
Ow. Dr. J will give you all the clammy action you need.
That's true, he would. Oh, and then what did we find? We found side pig. But I'm going to save that story for whenever, if and when Nerdy wants to tell it.
What are you doing to Marvin?
He keeps falling over because I can't move him back any further. Alright, bear with me 1 minute, guys.
So what are you looking for, shortstop?
My vape.
It's behind the TV.
Oh, it is? Oh, there it is. Duddy. Shows how much attention I was paying, huh? Marvin, sit up. You're my guest host. You're supposed to be semi-sober.
And I'm the exhausted one, and I saw that.
Yep.
What?
But yeah, guys, like I said, average, I don't know if you're going to be on Friday or not. If so, please let everybody know. And, oh, for those of you that don't know, this is one reason you actually have to pay attention to my Instagram on occasion. As for those of you that know, as soon as I got up the second morning, I was in Austin. I started a find listy scavenger hunt. And that's why one reason I wasn't sure which Callie was on. Callie actually won the
Find listy.
Find listy contest. I actually have a package already ready to go out to her. Right there. That's Callie's. So you guys, you don't always just have to watch the show. It's like you always have to watch anything I'm doing on social media. It might get you something. Because, again, this is the other thing I was going to mention tonight. While I still got a few people on here. I'm going, if you are subscribed to me on both YouTube and Twitch. If you are subscribed to me on both YouTube and Twitch, I am setting up Nightbot to do an occasional giveaway. There's basically no strings attached to it. You just have to be one of my regulars that come in for both shows. So you basically have to be subscribed to both the Twitch account and the YouTube account. And at some point, when I figure out all my numbers and items, I'm going to start just doing random giveaways. No strings, no ties, no requirements other than that. I think right now, I think on the YouTube side, I got about 7 people listed. And only 7 because I only started working on this late tonight.
Either or both.
It'll be, you have to be subscribed to both of them. And to let you know, Nerdy, if you are still here, we're at 94 on Twitch at the moment.
How will you know if they're using different names?
I'll figure that part out. I will figure that part out. And then, after that, let's see, what else do I have on my to-do list? And then we will actually have a normal prize list here very shortly. How you doing, Raphael? Welcome to the show. You missed my description of Nerdfest, which is basically what I spent the first hour and 15 minutes of the show doing. So you haven't missed any of the games yet.
So you purposely did that while I was out, huh?
What, did all the descriptions?
Yeah.
No, I just forgot you were at Coda Girls. Besides which, there was nothing raunchy in it.
Uh-huh. Says the guy that got me,
Shut. Actually, the guys know what I got you. Most of them.
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 more clues left, and then we are going to go into the prize list for you guys. And again, like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe both on Twitch and YouTube. And I am going to set both of them up to do random drawings every so often. Yeah. Oh, that was the. See, I actually missed one picture that nobody else saw. At one point, we were looking for the gay bars to go in to have fun at the gay bars. And as we're wrapping things up, what do I see coming up the street but two really old men in leather bondage outfits?
Oh, okay.
And it was like, unfortunately, it was like, that was right when my camera died on my phone. So it was like no pictures. So nobody, I have no proof that I had seen this. I had no proof. And it's like, they just kind of had to take my word for it because we went looking for places like this just for the fun of it. Yeah, it would. Like I said, the PlayStation camera does not do any good for photos from screen to screen unless it's like really, really, really close. But yeah, so it's like I wasn't sure if they actually believed me when I told them about it. I think Jekyll might have seen them in passing, but he was about the only one that was close.
And sober?
No. Even he wasn't sober. It was pretty much I was the only one not buzzing. Although Nerdy was kind of close to where I was. It was indeed Pablo Picasso, ladies and gentlemen, for the quick What's My Line episode. And with that, oops, I did not open it.
I fell while standing today.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't mean to.
Not even close, average. It was fun until Valhalla.
What?
No, we officially found the worst bar in Austin.
Oh.
We think we found the worst bar in Austin. No ifs, ands, or buts. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, it is time to get back things back to normal with our magical 4-letter word of the evening. Give me 1 minute while I get Nightbot set up to do what he's supposed to do with it. But yeah, I had about 4 or 5 other ones that I really wanted to hashtag. And I'm like, I'll hold off on a couple of them. I'm going to hold off on a couple of them. But Valhalla had to go on there. The Dumper had to go on there. And I think there's one more that nobody's gotten yet. I think there's one more nobody's gotten. So I plan on doing some more hashtags. Specifically related to Nerdfest.
Hashtags? Like, what were you?
Like if you type in hashtag Valhalla,
Yeah.
Nightbot will tell you that's the worst bar in Austin.
Oh.
Yeah, Bryce is going on there. I got to figure Bryce out. Bryce I have not figured out yet. Let's see. What else did I have? Bryce is needing to go on there. Oh, CMPF is on there. Hemp and erotica. That's the other. I got to work on that one. That's the one I want to work on. No, you missed that story.
You told me.
You know the stuff I bought you, right?
You told me one part of it as well.
Where I'm on the phone with them, and I said I wanted to find some hemp lube.
Yeah.
And like I said, Nerdy and Dr. Jekyll just kind of looked at each other, and I saw Nerdy's mouth open, but because I was like right behind Dr. Jekyll, I couldn't see his face. So I have no idea what was on Nerdy's face when I said it.
Dr. J?
Yeah.
He said Nerdy.
Oh, Dr. J's. So yeah, I had no clue what Dr. J's face looked like. And like I said, it was a prank that had gone bad.
Yeah.
It was a prank that just kind of went because all the cashiers were high as kites. So again, ladies and gentlemen, for this, we are looking for our 4-letter word that goes right down the middle. each letter completes the word that goes across the board.
Vault.
And if you can get this 4-letter word according to Nightbot, you will get a shot at the vault. And I have no idea how many numbers are left on the vault because I haven't done it in a week.
Hold on.
But yeah, like I said, I really if we can make next Nerd Fest work, and if I can make it, I really want to do the game show thing. I really, really want to do it. Like I said, that was if I think that's my only druther. Is basically if I went back, I would change it from a list to one of the interactive game shows that, since they were already on screen, I could have used Heroes, Nerdy, Bra, S-Fox, Average, and Vinny. So I think if I could have gone back, I think that's the one thing I would have changed for my segment. Because that way I would have had them to play off of, and B, even if I had been standing, I wouldn't have looked so lost while I was on there. So yeah, that's about the only thing I think I would have changed if I had done it myself. But again, I didn't know how many people we were going to have on before me, so I couldn't pull some other people up. No. It would have had to been a game with celebrities, Chris. Because originally we thought about Hollywood Squares, but for it to be Hollywood Squares, I actually would have had to been one of the contestants and the host. Because we had 8 people at the time, but again, Dr. Jekyll hadn't shown up on camera, so I couldn't use him. Heroes was on camera as one of the victims. Match Game was our planned Saturday, but 6th Street kind of beat us to it. Because Nerdy's talking about it pretty much all day, and I'm like, no, not if 6th Street works. If 6th Street works, we won't be back in time to stream, and you guys won't be able to sit there and stream. I knew that. But like I said, it's just one of those things where, so I have something to work with next time, if and when next time rolls around and I can make it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are still looking for our 4-letter word down here. And so far, Nightbot has not said anybody has gotten it. And again, if you can get the 4-letter word that goes from top to bottom, if you had a lamppost. All right, dwarf. Now wait a minute. Now, just to show you guys. All right, this is me sitting on camera. All right. I don't think I can get far enough back to get where you guys would have actually seen me. At least in the studio, because the studio is kind of off. This is me as far back as I can go in the studio. So imagine how far back I am during the broadcast. Imagine how far back I am during the broadcast on Friday. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for our 4-letter word that goes from top to bottom. The first letter completes this word. The second letter completes this word, the third letter completes the third word, and the last letter completes the word at the bottom. And again, Nightbot should catch it, hopefully. I need to do one thing for Nightbot real quick. Make sure it's actually working all the way. I'll know in a second. There we go, Nightbot is working, cool. And if you can get the super secret word of the day, you could actually win an extra vault prize. And I think I decided that the super secret word, I can't remember what I said the super secret word was going to get. Oh, yeah, I do, because it's going to get what's going to be the next vault prize. So I can't show it off unless somebody gets it. I'm trying to get my voice back because I can feel it starting to crack from all the talking about Nerdfest and how much fun it was. And like I said, hopefully I didn't steal any of you guys' thunder for those of you that want to talk about it for the rest of the week. At least so I'm hoping. Oh, while you guys are doing that, we're going to show off some of the stuff we picked up. So again, guys, like I said, we actually picked up, it was basically a $40 mystery box. And as you guys know, I always go for quantity over quality for the most part when I pick up mystery boxes. I don't ever really expect to get anything. But I figured we'd show off some of the stuff that we did pick up. We picked up, for instance, from the Diamond Collection, the mini... Oh! Fallen! Getting it. It was Rump! Rump, the word that we were looking for. Nicely done, Fallen. Right when I get ready to show some stuff off. Which means Fallen. Oh, speaking of which, packages should start going out this weekend. I'm not going to guarantee they will all go out this weekend. I had to go pick up some weird sized boxes, so we shall see. So congratulations, Fallen, the 4-letter word, R-U-M-P. We had rest, lout, trim, and spat. So very nicely done, Fallen. Give me 1 minute. I delete that slide so I don't reuse it. Resave it so I have it. Lout is sort of like a rapscallion. It is sort of like a rapscallion of sorts. You big lout. Rapscallion, Doomcough, jerk. What other words am I looking for that would describe it? There are a few. Hey, Mr. McCord. Mr. McCord-sama. How you doing, my friend? All right, Fallen, with that, my friend, we need to remove one of the incorrect numbers from the vault. Whoop. So, Fallen, I like big rumps and I cannot lie. Well, I could, but I won't do it. All right, Fallen wants one of the numbers removed from row 2. All right, Fallen, we are removing from row number 2, just for you. Like I said, I knew my voice was going to start cracking here shortly. The 0. We are removing the 0. All right, Fallen. With that, my friend, we need the 4-digit number that you think will open the vault tonight. But yeah, let's see, what else did I do today? I actually went out and picked up some comic books. I was trying to complete some of the series that Nerdy had sent me for giveaways. Some of them are kind of hard to find. All right, Fallen going to go with number 4288. Ladies and gentlemen, is 4288 the combination to the vault? No, it is not 4288, which means the vault will remain closed for one more night. I'm going to close the vault out. And again, as it is Wednesday night, it's time to get things sort of wrapped up. And we're going to wrap things up with the list. And this time, this is a list that you guys will be participating in. Tonight's list, ladies and gentlemen, that we are looking for is silver phrases. We are looking for words and phrases that contain the word silver. So again, these can fall in any category, anyway, anywhere, anyhow. Angela starting us off with number 7. Twisted giving me, and I was a little loose on this one because I knew silver tongue could come up. I know I saw it, but I got to go find it. Hold on. Silver medal, Quicksilver was number 9 for Angela again. Wow, Angela on a roll so far. Oh, Walrus taking, even though he spelled it slightly wrong. Hi-ho, silver. Silver and gold, not there. Silver thread, no. Silver gullet, no. Silver coin, no. Who had Twisted with silver spoon? Silver bullet, not there. Silver lining. Maiden with number 3. Wow, you guys blowing through. I thought this one was going to last a little longer. Silver bullet, silver chair, silver bullet. Let's see what else we had. What else did we have? Silver age. Silverback. I thought about putting silverback gorilla on there, and I kind of passed on it. I don't know why I did. So we are down to 4 silver phrases. And I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss them. Because at some point I'd like to look at the screen. I really would. I would like to look at the screen. Alright, you guys will yell at me if I missed one and we get it later. Because I think we got them on. Silverhawks came close, Val. Silverhawks came close until I realized I already had Silver Surfer on there. And it was kind of, and Quicksilver could have kind of like fallen in either way. So it was like, Silverhawks kind of missed my cut just for that. Nope, every cloud has a silver lining already up there. Silver screen, silver tongue, already and gone with silver tongue or silver tongue devil. So we only have 4, 6, 8, and 10. I'm going to say, I will tell you guys, somebody was close on number 8, but they were off. Somebody was close on number 8, but they picked the wrong word. Just to let you guys know. So you guys get a quick hint on that one. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, I want to welcome you guys to List Wits. We are the one, the only live interactive game show. Oh, Rock, I'm going to give you that one. I'm going to give you. I had 30 pieces of silver, but I will take pieces of silver. Little French lady going with silver platter. She beat you to it. She beat you to it, foul, just by a hair. Little French lady just beat you to it by a second. Nope, sea chicken, silver spoon already taken. So we are down to number 4 and number 10. And as you guys know, I always try to make number 10 the hardest one. Doesn't always work. Because sometimes I'll get one late that I really like and I have to swap out. Oh, and just so you know, Dr. Jekyll, I still have that piece of rock. What is this? Ow. I have no idea what that is. It's a pin or something. I just stepped on a freaking pin. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for silver phrases. And again, one of these phrases will get you a small prize. Yeah, I almost put it in the washing machine, which was the scary part. I almost put it in the washing machine. I'm reaching into the pockets. I'm like, what is it? Oh, I now own a piece of something that I probably shouldn't, but I have it. Silverback fish, silver core, not what we are looking for. I just put my cup down. Oh, put the cup behind the screen. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that weren't here earlier, just as a reminder, we are currently at 94 subscribers on Twitch. But for those of you that are subscribed on both Twitch and YouTube, both, you will be eligible for random giveaways. You will be eligible for random giveaways. I'm going to hate doing a search for some. Oh, I like Shel Silverstein. That one is a great answer, Aaron, but it's not there. That's a great answer. Because I guess officially it would count, because, I mean, you say Shel is his first name, and Stein is a full word. That is a great, great word. Yeah, 94. The funny thing is, and I'm going to need some help to confirm this Saturday, because I have it connected so that when I start broadcasting on Twitch, it should let you guys know if you are following me on YouTube, if I'm broadcasting. It's kind of one of those, you're broadcasting on Twitch, tell all your YouTube followers. So hopefully it will actually work on Saturday. And I'm hoping if it works, we'll get the Twitch numbers up. Oh, Billy, taking number 10. Took my hard one. It's my favorite one on the list. You cross your palm with silver. Basically, you make a promise, you're keeping your promise because you cross the palm with silver. I just put down my... Oh, there it is. Billy getting number 10 on the board. So we are down to 1, and it's kind of surprising me. This is one I did not think would be the last one, but let me make sure I haven't missed it. Oh, I did miss it. I did miss it. Rock actually already got it. Sorry, Rock. Like I said, when you guys start firing off answers, I do miss them a lot. So Rock got 2 of them. Rock got number 4 and number 6. So very nicely done, guy. Actually lasted longer About as long as I thought it would. Hey, I'm not arguing with you there, Twisted. I'm not arguing with you there. Alicia Silverstone would have been a good one to try to put in there. I didn't even think about her. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, it happens, Aphasia. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, silvers would not have counted though, John, because I was not looking for plurals on this one. Phil Silvers would have been a good one if I just said silver or silvers, but because I wasn't looking for plurals in this case. All right, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who will be getting the prize tonight. Let's see what we got here. We got Twisted with 2, Rock with 2, Angela Law with 2, and everybody else with 1. Speaking of which, has anybody seen Frontliners? Because basically Frontliners did not answer my messages. He did not send me anything. His prize is going to end up going back in the prize pile, unfortunately. So I needed to know if anybody has seen Frontliners 1, 2, 3. Ooh. No, it's more like Bryce. I got to come up with a hashtag for Bryce now. That's one I didn't even think about hashtagging. Believe it or not, Angela, he's like basically he came in for the first time ever, like about 3 weeks ago, won something, and I never heard from him. I never heard from him after that. So basically, because I haven't heard from him, the Turtles key ring is going back in the prize pile. All right, so with that, it is time to find out who is our prize winner. Nope, you don't have one yet, Chris. And just to let you guys know, I am going to be adding a few new mods, because again, I haven't seen Foxy in a while, I haven't seen KTG in a while, I haven't seen HBK, and I haven't seen Canadian Chris. So I'm pulling them out of my mod pile, and I'm going to be putting some new ones in at some point on YouTube. So just to let you guys know. All right, so let's start. Since he's at the top of the board, and because he usually does have one, let's find out if Twisted Silver Spoon in his mouth is his prize winner. Oh, it is not Twisted. Twisted down to 1. So, Rock, you are up next, my friend. And we're going to find out if they call you the traitor, my friend. Because we're going to find out if 30 pieces of silver bought you a prize. It did not. And it takes us to our last double winner, which is Angela Law, who stole the two comic book answers, like right off the bat. And just because I don't like him as much as Flash, we're going to get rid of Quicksilver as quick as a flash. Is Quicksilver our prize winner? Oh, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Angela Lala is our prize winner tonight. Angela La claiming a victory over everyone. Very nicely done, my dear. That means we are going to be turning our attention to the vault for you. Now, believe it or not, Angela Law's never actually won a list before. Angela Law has never won a list before. Twisted, the player one is kind of like a default one. When I have you guys, when I do the Secret Fortune attached to it, but because it was Nerdfest, I honestly haven't had time to work on anything. But basically, what the player slot usually means is you either get a vault shot or a small prize. And basically, one of the things I am doing to the show is I'm randomly changing things up. Where on certain nights, if you guys are like really, really nice and really polite and really, really cool, whoever gets the prize winner slot would have a choice of trying for the vault or getting the small prize. And whatever you choose, whoever's the player gets the other one. But I only do that on really rare occasions, really special episodes. So it's pretty much, it is random in that regard. For instance, if Halloween hadn't fallen if Halloween had fallen on November the 1st, I may have done it then. Yeah, it's kind of like Let's Make a Deal. It's basically you can give up your small prize for a chance at the vault. But I don't do it that often. And there are some rules involved. For instance, if we're down to like 10 or what did I say? I want to say if we're down to 20 possible combinations, it won't happen. Like I said, it really honestly depends on the mood and how generous I am on that given show. Now I'm going to tell you guys, I'm thinking now that I added a bunch of prizes to the prize pile, as you guys can see, there are 161 items in the prize pile. That means from that box, that mystery box, I think I added 23 items to the smalls. So I'm thinking I may do 3 lists tonight. Unless you guys want to take a chance and countdown. Then there'll be 2 lists. Because like I said, I'm still on vacation. So I'm kind of like, I can go late. Yeah, but you're number 50. You're number 50, but you're going to go with 42. You're confusing me, my dear. You're always confusing me. I know, 42 is the answer to everything. Number 42 for Angela is dun, 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 the DC comic set. All right, bear with me. I got to find the right set. These are actually a gift from Nerdy. As soon as I find the right one, so bear with me. Yep, okay, I got the right one. So Angela, these were actually donated from Nerdy to you. And what they are basically 6 DC comic ones. And I tried to sort them out similarly, and about the only combination I could come up with was DC. So you have from Nerdy to you, we have Superman, we have Supergirl, we have Harley Quinn. I've actually read this one. This one I think is actually pretty cool for Harley. And then we have Robin War. And 2 Batman and Robin Eternals. I love the cover for number 2. Let me make sure I got the right one. Yeah. This is the cover I love because of who's on it. Right there. Whoop. Get the camera right in the right spot. The cover on this one I think is pretty much amazing. You got Robin, Red Hood, and I can't remember who number 4 is right off the top of my head. I don't even remember if I've read this one or not. So congratulations, Angela Law. These will be going to you. They were in the bag. I took them out to show them off. All right, so bear with me 1 second while I sort these out and put Angela Law's name on them. Now again, guys, it's going to take me a while to get everything sent that I have lined up because, again, I got a ton of packages that do need to go out. Like I said, right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I know of. And I think I have another one that's buried somewhere I do have to send out. I do think I have another one that's buried somewhere that I have to send out. And like I said, Frontliners is not here. So unfortunately, Frontliners, nope, I haven't sent yours off yet either, Aphasia. Yours is over on the right where nobody can see it right now. So Leonardo's going to end up going back in the prize pile. I have tried and tried and tried to find him, but he will not respond. So Leonardo will probably end up going back in the prize pile. Pardon me. Very, very short. Oh, you got a new address? Yeah, I've got addresses on file, so you guys got to remember, if you change them, let me know. All right, so we know 42 is out. All right, so bear with me 1 second as I reload. I got to actually reload my list files. Oh, crud. Because I have a list I don't want to really use. I do have a list I don't want to use because it's just way too easy. So bear with me 1 second while I get a couple of these. I haven't even sent yours out yet either, Show. Yours is back there. Because I actually talked to the UPS guys. I may send yours out through UPS simply because of what it is. Am I going to watch the Joker's Wild Tuesday? I didn't know it was back on TV at any point. I honestly didn't know it was back on TV. All right, just bear with me, folks, because this does take a few minutes to load up. In a hazmat suit. But yeah, right now, Aphasia, yours is in like a really weird sized box. It's just too big for what it is. By Snoop, I don't know. Is Snoop Dogg? I think he can pull it off. I think he can pull it off, but we'll have to see. I'll probably watch it when the YouTube clips come out first. You have to go through Lethal Lane first, and if you survive, then you can go to the gift shop. Alright. This is the one I really wanted to use, so bear with me 1 minute. Because I don't think this one is going to be that hard. But if you guys Google it, I'm gonna really hate you. Just to say, if you guys Google this, because it is Googleable, but if you do, I'm gonna hate you guys for life for not playing this one by the rules. Just so you know. Now, I will say this, because I know I did see Snoop Dogg. He was on the Australian version of Hollywood Squares. So he does have the comedic timing. Oh, that is just wrong. That is wrong in so many ways, Horace. So I know he can do a game show. We'll have to see if he can do it as a host. That I'm not sure of. Yep, get back here. Now, like I said, this is one of those few ones where I know you could Google the answers. I'm hoping you don't. Hey, it's Joker's Wild. Joker's Wild was cool. To me, Joker's Wild was one of those those great game shows. That as long as you knew it wasn't rigged, it was fun. As long as you knew it wasn't rigged, it was fun. It's sort of like you knew that Pressure Luck wasn't rigged. You just have one guy that... We're talking about your gift shop, Lethal. You know, the one with the great big statue of you that's in it? Oops. Hold on. Alright, because we're only doing one list, so I'm not too worried about that little error. Oop, get back here. Hello, Miss Riff. How you doing, my dear? Tell Riffy I love this show today. I mean, we don't agree but on this one, but I absolutely loved his stuff. I love the fact that Riff is one of those few people that pretty much does a political show. He does it with his own twist on it. Because it's one of the things I love discussing, even with people I disagree with, as long as they don't get yelly and shouty and things like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for the second and final list of the night. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and again, if you use Google for this, I'm going to hate you. Plain and simple. For the second list of the evening, we are looking for various soloists from the We Are the World album. That's all we are looking for, is we are looking for various soloists from the We Are the World album. You cannot choose, let's see, Twisted got number 1, Michael Jackson, Brian May, George Michael, Bruce Springsteen by Chris with number 8. And like I said, you guys got to bear with me. I expect this list to go quick, so I got to follow through here. George Michael not there. Tina Turner not there. Boy George not there. Madonna not there. Daryl Hall. Stevie Wonder is there. Spaceman Steve getting Stevie Wonder. Michael Jackson already off. Uh-oh, I think somebody might know. Public Access 66 with 2 of them. Bono not there. Stevie Wonder. Mrs. Riff getting Lionel Richie. If I can hit the button and get it to show up. Although I only put Lionel. I know it was supposed to be Lionel Richie. Chris getting Huey Lewis and the News. Sting, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Steve Perry, Freddie Mercury. Dionne Warwick not there. Maiden getting Pulse. I thought that one might slide through. I honestly thought Paul Simon might slip through somebody's list. Fallen taking Kenny Rogers. Dionne Warwick, Bryan Adams. Nope. So we are down to 2, and I'm just trying to get in there and get in a look and see if we've seen it. All right, so we're down to 2, so bear with me as I do a quick search. Fallen getting Diana Ross. And little French lady, I think the first one to get Ray Charles. Nope. She got beat by Chris. Chris beating her to it. And like I said, I actually liked that list. And I needed something that was quick, that wasn't really stupid. To work with, and that was like one of my favorite recent ones, because I figured most people would know the song, know most of the soloists. About the only one I was kind of hoping was going to sneak by anybody was Paul Simon. That was about the only one I was hoping was going to sneak by somebody. Oh, I'm not done yet, money. I'm not done yet. No. Like I said, most everybody, that one I figured was going to be quick. I really did. Let me see what this one is. This one is, oh, this is the one I gotta fix. So we can't use that one just yet. Oh, no, not inside. Wrong button. Wrong button. Wrong button. I confused it with Do They Know. I actually have that one somewhere. But I don't think I have that one written down yet, Aaron. That one's actually on one of my future to-be-done lists. Because the moment this one actually popped up, I'm like, I can think of a couple of others that I can sneak in. Do They Know It's Christmas? I want to do X at Band-Aid 1. What's the other one I want to do? There's another it's a really famous multi-singles one, and I can't think of it. Is your list of things to be listed ever good? No, that I'm not going to do, just because I would have to go back through all my videos to find one. That one's never happened in Space Dance Steve. Not a chance in the river Styx. Let's put it that way. And like I said, I'm in a good mood. I'm on vacation. I actually had a great time at Nerdfest. We're 2 hours in on a Wednesday show. That's saying something. Oh no, the other one I want to do is, it's like 10 people on the Sergeant Pepper's album cover. No, Eric, that is not happening. That's not happening. That is from a very good friend that watches the show. The Riddler post picture stays with me. No ifs, ands, or buts. I wish things were like back then again now where people care. Well, true. That is very true. All right, so we are giving out another small prize to somebody tonight. The question is, to who? Let's see what we got. We have Chris with 2, Chris with 3. Oh, this one is a short list. Because let's see, Fallen's got 2, Chris has got 3, Spaceman Steve with 2, Twisted with 1, Mrs. Riff with 1, Fallen with 2, and Maiden with 1. April 11th is going to happen again in 5 years. April 11th will happen year after year after year after year, though, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who is our second small prize winner of the evening. Your lucky Edward 40 Farts is not here asking to buy stuff. Like I said, most of what I have isn't really buyable stuff. It just happens to be stuff that we've picked up and enjoyed. Like I said, the cool thing was I gotta find a really tough list. We're gonna try to find a really tough list in a moment. All right, Chris got 3 of them. Let's see, he got Huey Lewis, the Bruce, and Ray Charles. I will be honest, if I had to pick one that I'm hoping it is, I'm hoping it's Ray Charles. I will be honest. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I don't know, I'm trying to get everybody's answers. That's the hard part. All right, Chris, let's find out if it is Huey Lewis as the soloist prize winner. Oh, it is not. But Chris still has 2, so we got to pick one more for him. Let's go with the boss. Is it Bruce Springsteen? Oh, right off the bat. Wow. Right off the bat, Chris claiming the prize. Nope, nobody had said Bob Dylan. Nobody had said Bob Dylan. Chris claiming the prize quick and easy tonight. Wow. I'm stumped. All right, give me 1 minute because I gotta check something here. What do I have on my? Hold on, give me 1 minute. I want to check my. Oh, I see what I did. I left one out. I don't like that one. I'm going to swap that out here in a second, so bear with me. Told you guys I'm in a good mood tonight. I am in a good mood tonight. Yeah, get back here. All right, Chris, with that, my friend. So again, number 42 is off the board, just to let you know. Yeah, but we know that, Michael. She 2 times on you with everybody. Clammy is just that kind of girl. You know that, right? All right, Chris, with that, my friend. Again, number 42 is off the board, just to let you know. Clammy is just that kind of girl. I love Miss Clammy, but we know what she can be like. All right, number 86 it is. 5, 80, 85, and 86. For Chris, it is. Dun, 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 dun. Since I don't have the drum roll set up. Oh, the Red Guardian figure. Give me a moment while I make sure I get the right one. Where is my Red Guardian figure? If I haven't given Red Guardian away, that's what I'm not sure of. I always lose track of who I have and who I haven't given away. Red Guardian may have already gone out. I think you already got Red Guardian, Chris. I think Red Guardian already went out. I think Red Guardian already went out because he's not in my Build-A-Figure sets. Give me a minute. I think somebody already got Red Guardian. In fact, I think he is still here somewhere. I think Mark got my Red Guardian. Nope. Like I said, guys, you guys don't know how hard it is to keep track of everything. Oh, Maiden got my Red Guardian figure. Okay, try again, Chris. I apologize for that. Since now I know it did go out, since Maiden says they got it. Yeah, that one I thought had already gone out. I just don't know how I didn't. Let's see, and then we had Angela get the DC Comics. Like I said, you guys don't know how hard it is to kind of keep track of everything that goes out. All right, Agent 13 it is, and hopefully my list isn't that screwed up. This I do know I have. This I do know I have. Make sure I get the right one. And Joe can vouch for these. So Chris, you will be getting the Gemini metal card collectors. Because basically they are all metal imprints. Oops, there we go. And like I said, the only card that I know is in this set is that one. That's true. I don't even have to take a day off and the system falls apart. You should know better than that. It's called technical difficulties. So with that, Chris, we will be adding to your 2 prize box. So Chris right now has the Ivy figure and the Gemini cards. Yep, there we go. So those are currently in Chris's box. If I have a box right now. I don't. So we will put these off to the side. No rest mode. I'm in a good mood. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, I'm in a good mood tonight. I really, really am. So tonight, we're doing something a little different from normal. Normally, we would wrap things up with 2 lists for the evening. I'm hoping this is a harder one. We'll see. We shall see. Knowing my luck, you guys will blow through this one again. Knowing my luck, you guys will blow through this one as well. I'm hoping not. Has it been playing the same song? I don't know. I thought it was changing. It kind of got weird with the shuffle function. I hadn't even been paying attention to the music. Game Man, I had. Yeah, it's being weird. It's not shuffling. It's not shuffling for some reason. Give me a minute. Unless I accidentally hit something that I didn't mean to hit. See, like I said, I focus so much on the show that I just kind of forget about the background music. Let's see if it picks something new. People are defective because they're people. I don't even know what it's playing. Oh. Alright, let's give it a second to see if it does the shuffle. No, it's not shuffling it. Because I was doing something and I was playing with the settings and I flipped yep, it's the bullseye music, but I hate this song. It's one of those few theme songs I really, really, really hate. Damn. Alright, I gotta fix it. Alright, we gotta give that some time because this is actually a long song. No, like I said, I was because when I took it with the Nerd Fest, I actually had to turn some stuff off of it, and I may have flipped a bunch of flags. Alright, give me 1 minute. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. No, this is not Sale of the Century music. I'm not sure what this one I actually only have listed as track 19. I honestly don't remember which one this is. If you'd asked me when I put it together, I could have told you. No, this is not my split second song, because my split second one's actually labeled. I'm trying to think. Because like I said, the only thing it has is track 19, and it's the only one that I can't remember. It is honestly the only one I cannot remember. And it's like the only one that basically has no title to it. Yeah, track 19, great show. Well, I'm trying to get the copy of the Secret Fortune one, but my television tune site can't seem to get a copy of the... Cannot seem to get a copy of... All right, there we go. That's better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I told you guys I'm in a good mood. We're going to go with 3 lists tonight. And for list number 3, I'm hoping this one will take a little bit of time. Not just because I need to catch my breath, but I really wanted to show off some of the stuff I actually picked up for you guys. So for list number 3 of the evening, no, I actually have the musical version somewhere. I have the pure music version somewhere. List number 3 tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking for foods that you have specifically associated with various countries. So it's basically, if you mention a food, you think of country X. Aphasia taking number 1. If you say tacos, you typically think Mexico. Let's see what else we have. And again, you have to be, this is one of those where you're going to have to be specific. I saw Twisted with number 9 for sushi. If you think sushi, you typically think Japan. Maple syrup, not there. Sausage, not there. Chinese noodles, no. Bratwurst, no. Pizza, no. Back bacon, nope. Spaghetti for red is on the list. Now, I'm going to tell you guys might argue with these ones that are in here, but I will say this is actually not my list. This is a list I got from someone else. I don't remember who I got it from. French fries. Texas is a country. Yes, it is at times. Sushi, bratwurst, pizza, Yagas escargot, sushi, monkey brain. I've always wanted to try monkey brains. I will admit that. Angela, I will give that one. I will give you schnitzel or Wiener Schnitzel. I will give either or on. Shrudi's, nope. Curry, nope. Haggis, did I put haggis? Oh, how did I not put haggis in here? Shame on me. Poutine, beaver nuggets. Beaver nuggets are not there. Crepes, bangers and mash, hummus, curry, corned beef, snatch, heroes, twisted sausages, cheeseburgers, croissant, shepherd's pie, hot dogs, Marmite stroganoff. Do I have stroganoff? No, I do not have stroganoff, surprisingly. I thought I would have stroganoff in here. Haggis. Like I said, haggis is the one that surprisingly I left off. Moose, funnel cake, cheeseburgers, lau mein, goulash, Spaceman Steve with falafel. It's an Israeli one. Stir fry, pad thai, frog legs. You can't play. Why not, Ian? Snails, chicken fried rice, cheesecake, goat cheese, goulash, egg rolls, pasta, kangaroo burgers, Vegemite bagel, hogshead cheese, baguette, hummus, ramen, and hero. Okay, I'm caught up. I think. I hope. Oxen, no. Bacon, no. Poutine, no. Poutine. Somehow poutine And what was the other one I said? One other one kind of just like missed my list for some reason. And like I said, this is because I don't think I actually made this list. I think I got it from somebody else. You never know, there might be an English specific dish in here. There might be an English specific dish in here, Lee. You never know. Now, I'm going to say a bunch of you guys have bounced around number 10. Yeah, haggis. That was the other one. Haggis was the one I missed. I'm ashamed to say I missed haggis. Now, I know a bunch of you have bounced around number 10. I will give you guys that much just because of what it is. So you guys might groan on my specifics on that one. Actually, you guys bounced around number 5 as well. So I will tell you guys did bounce around number 5 and number 10. And nobody's been close on 8 or 6, just to let you guys know. Making you hungry. Now, I actually at one point wanted to do an entire list of everything that is in Ratatouille. The problem was, I think there were exactly 10 ingredients in Ratatouille, so it kind of threw me off. It was one of those lists that I wanted to do, but I just couldn't because if you guys Googled it, it would have killed me. You don't know how close corned beef and cabbage came to making my list. Spaceman Steve taking the hamburgers. And that one I kind of had to be specific on because hamburgers are specific. Oh, Angela taking my favorite one off the list. Angela taking borscht. I had to put borscht on there. Angela got my one I had to put on the list. No, you said cheeseburgers, Twisted. I couldn't take cheeseburgers because cheeseburgers is not actually associated with a country. I said, that was one of those I said you were like bouncing around. Alright, let me see. Let me make sure I haven't missed a couple of them. Nope. So again, you guys have bounced around number 5, I will tell you that. I said like 20. Give me a moment, Twisted, I'll check. Nope, actually you did. Yeah, but you didn't say hamburger. You did say burger, but hamburger is associated with Germany. Hamburg, Germany. There's a difference between burger and hamburger. Because somebody else said kangaroo burger. I think Steve, Spaceman Steve said kangaroo burger. And I couldn't say kangaroo burger because kangaroo burger doesn't work. Nope, no crocodile. Alright, let's make sure I haven't missed them because... Now, like I said, I do think a couple of these you guys might groan at. But again, this is not actually my list. I actually got this from somebody else. So I figured, like I said, and these are the three I figured would be the groaners. I really thought these three would be the groaner answers.
Hidden in this jumble of letters is the name of the world's most famous.
Nope, no lox and bagels. No cannoli, no deli. Oh, like I said, when you guys see number 2, I guarantee there. Oh, look, Space Magic Hands Bob. When you see number 2, that's definitely a groaner answer. So there's a big hint. Bratwurst I thought was a little too easy, Paul. Plantains came close. I almost swapped out one that I was given for plantains. The only problem I had with doing plantains was there were a couple of countries that plantains are more than bananas. All right. When did we make Hawaii its own country? That's what I want to know. Your next door neighbor's house cat. Oh. Mucknut, good one. Poi, shawarma, blue waffle, spam. Oh, poi grass. Because, like I said, you would associate. Who was I joking with? Because somebody else was doing oh, it was Jelly Jungle. Jelly Jungle was doing a card sharks. And somebody kept saying it was fixed, and I'm like, no, the word is rigged. That's true. Technically, it was its own country. Technically, it was its own country. So, yeah, it could have actually counted. Because we've already got Russia off the board, so I'll help you out there. Since we had borscht, spam, 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 baked beans, spam, 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 spam. Caviar was going to be my Russian choice if I had redone this list on my selections. Alright, so you're thinking on the right track for number 2 and 5. Number 2 and 5, I will tell you guys, you're thinking. Twisted is probably thinking the best on the right track. Spamming spam. I actually prefer treat to spam for some reason. Oh, hummus would have been a good one to sneak in there. But I think hummus would fall under the falafel area. I know, it's scary. Twisted's on the right track. First time for everything. Alright. So for number 2 and number 5, you have to put a country on it. Number 2 and number 5, you have to name the country with it. Because again, number 5 could be... 5's a little bit generic. There we go. Fallen. Polish sausage is what I was looking for. Angela had thrown up the sausage, but sausage could be anything. So that one was kind of, I had to put a country on it. Now again, number 8 does not have a country with it. John getting the Swedish meatballs. All right. So we got rid of the two that actually had a country name to it. No, burgers are not hamburgers, Twisted. Because you can have veal burgers, you can have deer burgers, you could have gator burgers. You could have a variety of burgers. You could have soy burgers, tofu burgers. So burgers doesn't work. So number 8 does not have a country name attached to it. Just to help you guys out. St. Louis, no. St. Louis style ribs are not that good. Oh, I agree, Eric. They're yuck, but that's why I couldn't take just burgers. I will disagree with you, Twisted. If you go to Montana and you ask for a burger, you'll actually get, if you just ask for a straight burger, you'll get buffalo burgers. Because Texas is a country. Nope, I'm not going to tell you which country on number 8. Well, that's why we make fun of Texas. That's a new rule around here. We make fun of Texas and don't us. Again, that's a city we will refuse to mention from here on out. Don't us basically will never get mentioned as a valid city. And for those of you that don't know what Don'tus is, go back and catch the start of the show. Hey, look, folks, we hit 2,000 comments tonight. We hit 2,000 comments this evening. It's actually pretty cool. We actually hit 2,000 tonight. And again, guys, while I got you here, nope, not doll ass, don't ass. Or dull ass. That's the word. That was the word I wanted Nerdy to use for it, but he went with don't ass, so I had to stick with don't ass. And so again, guys, just as a quick reminder, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to us on Twitch, because basically, if you have subscribed to us on both systems, over the next few weeks, we're actually going to do just basic random drawing giveaways. And it's basically, you could win God knows what. Number 8 was not sushi. And it was not burgers. Nice try, though. But what I want to do, again, I want both streams to kind of like help each other out. Somebody got to go to work. You have my sympathies, Angela. Like I said, that'll be me Sunday night. That will be me definitely Sunday night. Because I got to go back to work Monday. Good news is, like, I'm ignoring my work phone for the rest of the week. I really am. I'm ignoring my work phone for the rest of the week. So if anybody from my company is watching, yes, I'm here, but I'm still on vacation, damn it. Well, that's the idea, Eric, is there's most of my list have one really one that will stump people for a while. Everything else is usually pretty cut and dry. Like I said, I love the We Are the World list, but you guys blew through that in about two and a half seconds, and it was like, damn, one of my favorite lists, and you guys shot through it. What was the other one I did? The other one I had done was like TV trios. And somebody had gotten Alvin, Simon, and Theodore like that. And it was like, okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I don't think cigarettes count as food. I don't think cigarettes count as food. Cheese fondue from somebody getting really specific. And again, guys, if you guys have a suggestion for lists, just send them to me and we'll try them. But yeah, like I said, back to my original thought that I was getting ready to do. Again, we do the Wednesday shows. I'll go for it, Twisted, even though you know it won't be there. Our Wednesday shows are always on YouTube. Our Saturday shows are always on Twitch. And what I'm hoping is set up, is the Saturday show should give you guys that are following us on YouTube notifications. Yeah, I don't think that one's limited to a single country. I don't think that one's limited to a single country. What I may do is I may do a quick test stream Friday, and it won't be more than like 2 or 3 minutes at most.
What does it say?
All right, my fellow dwarf, have yourself a good one, my friend. Here is to Nerdy, the man that put together something that made me feel 20 years younger this week. We went from pussy to tuna fish. We know where his mind's running tonight, don't we? But after this, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start to wrap things up tonight. It is 10:30 in the evening, which is actually a late night for a Wednesday for us. I think Game Dungeon might be streaming tonight. So if you guys get a chance, please check out Game Dungeon Productions. Make sure you check out Dr. Jekyll tomorrow. Friday should be, and I use the word should be because I'm not sure, Average should be streaming Friday. Ron Mexico should be streaming Friday. Spaceman Steve at some point will be back on the air, I hope. Who am I missing? Nerdy. I'm trying to think of who all streams on Fridays now. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank on everybody that is streaming. And then we will be back on Saturday on Twitch, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Flan would have been a good one. Flan would have been a brilliant one to sneak in. That one I really like. Well, it happened. Everybody goes through it, Eric. Everybody goes through it. Who am I forgetting? Like I said, I drop in and watch Dave on occasion, and he rages constantly. Rouge streamer. So NorCal looking for a red streamer, right? Or a makeup streamer. But again, guys, please make sure you follow us on both Twitch and YouTube. Oh, yeah, Fluffy's the one I always forget on Fridays. Fluffy is the one I always forget. And it's a shame, I'm ashamed to say I forget about Fluffy's streams on occasion. Because Fluffy is as sweet as can be. If you guys get the chance, you guys got to check her out. Of course, like I said, there are streamers that I like that nobody else does, and there are streamers that I don't like that everybody else loves. It was good to see Mayor Furburger back on today, whether or not it was a one-time thing for 6 months or if he is back on a semi-regular basis. Hey, Mello, what's good, my friend? List with streams every day from 6 to 8. No, Robert. No, you guys would kill me if I did that. I gotta say, Angela, I don't think I laughed as hard as I did in a while on a stream when you thought Naughty Dog had screwed up their graphics. It was funny as heck. It really, really was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reset the timer. I will tell you guys right now, number 8 is more of a dessert. Number 8 is more of a dessert. So we'll give you one quick hint to start with. I'm not going to tell you which country yet. The school thing, well, everybody's got to do the school or the work thing. Oh, John Murphy taking it. It is baklava. Or actually, it is baklava. It is actually baklava. And believe it or not, that is actually country specific. Baklava is from Morocco. And it is associated with Morocco, Egypt, and Libya. Oh, you did, Angela. All right. If you did, let me look. Nope, I don't have BAK. I'm doing a BAK search. Nope, the only ones I have is Eric, or is the one from John and Eric. Those are the only ones I have for baklava. Because I was doing a search for BAK specifically, because that was the easy way to look. Let me look. Lava. Oh, see, I am a huge fan of baklava. Because you can actually get it in. We actually have a Middle Eastern store here. I want to say it is an Egyptian one. School and work at the same time. The only thing I think of when you say that is graduate assistant. The only thing I can think of is graduate assistant. Or what do they call them? Teacher's assistants? I made everybody hungry on the list. Yeah, but doing it right is another question, John. Doing it right is another question. Because you can go buy store-bought baklava, but it is not that great. That creep Bobby Flay taught me everything I know. I still say Bobby Flay is overrated as a chef. It's just my opinion. Bobby Flay is definitely overrated as a chef. All right, let me see what we got here. We have Angela with 2, Spaceman Steve with 2, Twisted with 1, John Murphy with 2, Walrus with 1, and Fallen with 1. So, no Indian dishes. You know, you're actually right. I don't have any Indian dishes up there. But like I said, this was one of those that wasn't actually my list. Shawarma. What's in shawarma? That one I don't know. I didn't even notice. You're right. I do not have anything Indian based in there. Twisted got one. It's rigged because Twisted got an answer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who is getting the 3rd small prize of the evening. And as always, we always start with the people that have the multiple answers, which means we're going to start with John, who got Swedish meatballs and baklava. Falafel is based around Israel. Falafel is pretty much an Israeli food, John. And I didn't realize it was. I did not realize it was actually pretty much a straight Israeli food for a while. Nope. Wait a minute. What's this page? I don't need that page. That page can go in the garbage. Oops, I missed my garbage bag. So we're going to start with John, and we're going to see if he's got some defective Swedish meatballs. Bork, bork, bork. Swedish meatballs is not our prize winner. Then we turn our attention to Spaceman Steve, who gave us hamburgers and falafel. And Twisted arguing with me that their burgers is the same as hamburgers. Not the same thing. So we're going to get rid of the one so Twisted can't yell at me. And let's find out if hamburgers is our prize winner. No, it is the player slot. About the only thing I really know about falafels is you have to have chickpeas in it. That is really about the only thing I know about it. All right, that means we turn our attention to Angela Lala, who got Borscht and Wiener Schnitzel. And just because I think it's the flakiest one that's up there, I gotta get rid of Wiener Schnitzel. Is Wiener Schnitzel our winner? It is not. Well, thank you, Eric. And like I said, please make sure you guys come back to the Twitch stream on Saturday. Because Saturday we give away the big stuff. No. We'll get back to the falafel if it's not taken, Spaceman Steve. I basically go through your first one if you have multiples, and then once everybody's down to 1, we jump back. Let's see. Do we have any multiples left? Aphasia, Spaceman Steve, Walrus, Fallen, Angela, John Murphy, and Twisted. So basically, right now, everybody has a 1 in 8 chance of winning. Or no, 1 in 7, because player doesn't count. If your winner is flaky, I think you need more than a doctor. Alright, we're gonna see if the Knucklehead wins. Walrus went with the Italian spaghetti. Is spaghetti our prize winner? It is not. Walrus 0 for 3 tonight. Actually, I'm gonna hope that my random function is not working or is working, because so far the first winner came from slot 9, the second winner came from slot 8. So with that, we're gonna find out if Twisted's Sushi is a winner. It is not Twisted. Twisted with an 0 for tonight. So we are down to Aphasia, Spaceman Steve, Fallen, Angela, and John Murphy. Hey, boss, welcome to the show, my friend. We are wrapping up the last list of the night, and then we're going to be shutting things down. All right, so we know the randomization is working. Let's find out if slot number 8 and the baklava is the prize winner. Oh, so for once tonight, the 3 winning slots come from 3 different locations. It was funny because, feel free to subscribe, boss. There was one night we actually did like 4 lists, and it just so happened all 4 lists came from like the same slot. It was like number 2. And it was like nobody believed it was random. And I'm like, it's completely and totally random. I have no idea who wins. That's the one thing I enjoy about the list, is I have no clue. All right, we are going to take off. Let's go with Aphasia's very, very simple tacos. It was the first one to get guessed. It'd be pretty fitting if it's the actual winner. Is Taco Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever night you guys do tacos. Is tacos our prize winner? Oh, it is not Aphasia. I know what a burger is. It's a patty made out of something. And you can argue who or what it's made from. All right, that leaves us with falafel, Polish sausage, or borscht. Now, I'm going to be honest, Angela, I'm hoping it's not Polish sausage, because that's probably the one I really disliked from what my list was given. So we're going to find out if Polish sausage is the winner, and if Angela gets 2 small prizes in one night. Or no, Fallen. I'm sorry, Fallen picked Polish sausage.
The answer is...
Isn't Burger a type of hat? He's also a public political official. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this board will either be Angela or Spaceman Steve. It is either the Israeli falafel or the Russian borscht. I don't know which one to pick. I honestly don't. We will go with the Russian borscht. It is Angela pulling off a double prize night tonight. Angela. You're your normal self. You're your normal self, Twisted, and if you weren't, I'd worry about you. Angela claiming double small prizes is... Yeah, I can't think of the English no more. Double small prizes this evening. And guys, I do want to thank you guys. We hit 2,319 comments tonight. Not counting the trolls who came in and disappeared. You should have so done a lot of. All right, give me 1 minute. I got to clear some stuff out of here. Now, just to give you guys an example of some of the harder ones. For instance, if you guys want to think ahead, we've got like Today Show host at some point. We have stock brokerages, things used with women's hair. And I still got a whole bunch of them I haven't even put in here, which is scary. And then we got a whole bunch that I'm not happy with, but I keep them anyway. Alright, so bear with me 1 minute as I try to get these things a little straightened out. And again, guys, for those of you that don't know, Saturday nights are pretty much our big prize night. We basically give away a whole bunch of larger prizes on Saturday. My goal is I want everybody to actually come to the Twitch show more than I really want you guys to come to the YouTube show. I know it's kind of like trying to pull teeth at times. All right, Miss Rippy, have yourself a good one. Give your hugs all around. Give your hubby a hug for me as well. Because again, Saturday nights, my goal is to give away a lot of the bigger stuff. And all my smaller stuff, I'm aiming for giving the smaller stuff away on Wednesdays. It doesn't always work that way, but that's the way we aim for it. So again, and please, again, if you are following us on YouTube, please follow us on the Twitch channel. Wait a minute now, Twisty. I'm the old man here. Remember that. Just remember that. Angela going for number 66, since we don't do 666. And for Miss Angela, we have dun, 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 dun. And like I said, I don't use the drum roll for the smalls. Oh, the VF Fighter bag. Wow. All right. Make sure I grab the right one. Angela, I want you to know this is pretty much a huge bag of stuff. This is always a very huge bag of stuff. And if you have seen the Instagram photo, I think there are about 14 little plastic mini models of VF Robotech fighters. The problem is I think one of them kind of like... I tried to get them all in bags. I don't think I've done it yet, but I picked up some stuff today to do it. This is just one example. Yeah, but they're non-transforming ones, Spaceman. See, I think that's the only reason I put them in the smalls, is because they are pretty much non-transforming. But, and I'm going to pull out the one that impresses me the most. Oh, shit, I'll take that back. Yeah, these are non-transforming. Oh. I think a few of them like have like these little quirks to them. But for instance, That's one of them right there. Like I said, I think the thing is that's about as far as it actually transforms. But it has a whole bunch of the various pieces to it. Clear the deck! Clear the deck! And like I said, I don't remember how many. I think they're all complete. I think they're like pretty much all complete. There we go. So yeah, they all transform a little bit, but it wasn't anything major to them. But yeah, like I said, I think there are about 13. I think there are about 13 of them in here. I think. So again, if you check the Instagram account, it will tell you. Yeah, Angela, if you wish, as one of those, just send me an instant message or a message, and if it's one of those where it's like you want to give it to somebody else, I'll more than gladly send it to someone else. Hey, GTA, how are we doing, my friend? But I think these were like a whole bunch of small. I can't remember why I put them in the smalls. I think it might be because, like I said, I think a couple of them were missing one or two pieces. But otherwise, they're all there. Well, the best thing to do, Angela, is like basically don't tell them on screen. And just send me the message, say, send it to somebody. But for now, that is in Angela's pile with her comic book collection. Oops. Hey, Mark, what's good, my friend? But yeah, I don't do trades. That I will tell you. I don't do trades. I am not dealing with the Emery's HBK issue again. If you want me to send your stuff to somebody else, that's one thing. But the trade thing, I do not do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me 1 minute. I'm trying to make sure I got everything out tonight. Gemini cards. All right, there we go. Got everything cleaned out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining us once again. Got a big box going for the prize pile. Actually, Shows, I think, is still the largest box I have right now. Shows is the largest box I have just because I have to put a lot of bubble wrap in his. I'm thinking I'm taking Shows straight to UPS and have them wrap it and send it, and everybody else I think I will manage, but we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining us for a very, very lengthy Wednesday night episode. I want to thank you guys for joining us with all my descriptions of NerdFest 2017. And I want to thank you guys for joining us for a lot of fun tonight. And again, folks, I got it out wrong. Please remember, if you're following us on YouTube, please follow us on Twitch. If you're following us on Twitch, please follow us on YouTube, because we are going to be adding a special random drawing. I hate using the word quotes. Or I hate using the air quotes. But you will only qualify if you are watching us on both of them. Oh, cool. That's right. Fallon is sending me some stuff. I can't wait, my friend. I cannot wait. But yeah, I'm going to do a special drawing down the road. And it's basically you will only qualify if you're following us on Twitch, which is List Wits without the space, and YouTube, which is List Wits with the space. And I'll probably be sending out messages saying, do you have the Twitch account, and yada, yada, yada. I'll probably go by the Twitch one primary because it's a smaller follow list and easier for me to do. I got you as so-and-so on Twitch. Are you following me on YouTube? And if so, what account? If you're following me on YouTube, are you following me on Twitch? It's something I'm working on along the way. Yes, Angela, basically, if you guys have stuff that you think everybody will like, I will be more than happy to add it to the prize pile. Just as an example, I know, why am I drawing a blank on the name? Macy sent me a ton of stuff. It was mostly Halloween stuff. I think a lot of that has been given away. Yoda actually sent some stuff that has been given away, such as the dolphin clock, which actually still isn't in the prize pile because I still got to find the cover for it. She sent some of the crystal blocks that we've given away. Nerdy got one. No, she did not. Yoda did not send me the glitter. Hello, Miss Pooh. How you doing, my dear? Sorry I missed you guys when you were streaming today. I think you guys were streaming today, or was it yesterday? But I was pretty much exhausted, so I kind of like had to pick and choose who I dropped in on. But yeah, like I said, if you guys want to donate prizes, you guys can send them, and I will add them to the prize pile. And we will share those out. I go out of my way to make sure if you guys donate something, I put your name next to it so that everybody knows who did it. The only other thing is, and I hated doing this, but I figured I had to. If you guys check out the Twitch page, we do have a donation tab up there. I'm not even going to plug it other than like once per episode at most. If you guys want to donate cash to take care of stuff, I promise you guys that will only be used for postage, boxes, and other prizes. But that is only going to be on the Twitch account. And I mean, that's the only one that is going to be. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, no, not streaming, gaming. You guys were gaming something, weren't you? You guys were gaming something yesterday. I thought you guys were gaming something yesterday. Because I know there's one individual that just tends to be like GTA invites galore while I'm doing stuff, and I can't take the time to like respond and say I'm working on something. But I know it wasn't you or Fuzzy. I'm drawing a blank. Who was it? Yeah, oh, that's right. You guys were doing Destiny 2, and I didn't want to drop in on you guys while you were doing Destiny 2. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to start wrapping things up. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stories about Nerdfest. Again, if you want to hear some more stories, please make sure you check out Dr. Jekyll tomorrow. I know he's going to get some stories out there that I missed. Check out Average Ninja, hopefully on Friday. We'll add some more to it. I'm trying to think. Who am I forgetting? I'm forgetting somebody. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Yes, we do, my dear. Like I said, because I know it wasn't you guys that sent me the GTA invites. I do know that. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is, well, we'll go another 30 seconds. We're going to let it hit 3:30. Again, please guys, make sure you check us out on Twitch on Saturday. Look up List Wits, all one word. And then we will start recycling our normal streams Wednesdays and Saturdays on the various episodes. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting to do. I forgot my timer ran out. And Harley, you got to keep an eye on that scarecrow. That's all I'm going to say. He scares me at times. Make sure he gets his dentures checked. That's the only other thing I can say. I can't wait to see you guys' next costume. I really, really, really can't. Who else am I forgetting while we got time? Liquid Lola, Nerdy New Yorker, I know Twisted is taking a week off, give or take. Who am I forgetting? There are a ton of great streamers out there that I want to remember and I always forget. Moneymaker on Tuesdays. I've really got to start working on watching things and all that other fun stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wish you a good night. And always remember, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Because you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, can make beautiful things happen regardless of the situation surrounds you. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wish you guys a good night. And we will see you guys. There you go. Go check Freddy's Ready. We will see you guys on Saturday.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're living in my way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. Just make sure that you tune in.